Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a Sephora Vib sale anti-haul. I just saw on the Trendmood One Instagram that they have announced the dates, April 9th for Rouge and then a few days later for Vib and Beauty Insiders, ending on April 19th. And yeah. So I've been on a low buy since December and I still can buy makeup, but I've hardly bought any and I'm just trying to focus on what I have. So I thought I would do this video. I'm going to be going through some new releases and maybe some other things at Sephora that I just personally am not interested in. Now, I am not saying don't shop at the Sephora Vib sale. I'm not saying not to buy anything, but just think twice if it's something that you really want, or if you're shopping just because it's on sale. Now, I am Rouge, which unfortunately, this was the first year that I hit Rouge in quite a while. So in 2020, I did hit Rouge, and I'm really not happy about that. I would much rather be Vib. I think that's more reasonable. And yeah, the reason I'm on a low buy this year is that I did buy a lot of makeup last year. But even 20% is not that amazing of a discount, and certainly 10 or 15% is not that great. Last year, I really did a lot of, like diving into sales, and I just discovered that there are much better deals to be had if you wait, and often if you look on brand individual websites. I just found a whole lot of other better deals there. Now, again, I'm not saying not to buy anything. I'm just saying, think twice. I may buy one or two things. We'll see. I will mention in the video the few things I'm potentially considering, but overall, I think even 20%, it's not that great of a discount, so I'm definitely trying to be cautious. I don't want to buy anything just because it's on sale, because then you're just wasting money. I mean, spending more isn't really saving more unless you were already going to purchase that item before the sale. So those are just my thoughts. If you are interested in other low buy content, check out my makeup and consumerism playlist. I will link that, and let's get into it. Like I said, this does start April 9th for Rouge members, and then on the 13th, and then the 15th for Beauty Insiders. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's the other thing to consider, is the sale is going on for potentially 10 days if you're Rouge, and at least, a week. So again, don't make impulse purchases. That is really important, because it's not just a one-day sale. If you really discover something on the last day that you want to buy, you could buy it then. So something to consider. I went through the new releases and there's really not a whole lot. I will say that the winter time, like January and February, tend to be very slow as far as makeup releases. And then once spring comes, it's kind of nonstop through the rest of the year. And same with the sales too. So again, like Pat McGrath has amazing spring sales and summer sales. So something to consider. Okay, I went through some of the items on the new list. Tarte has released cream blushes. I had no idea. They're $27. So even if I got a discount, I'd only be saving a couple dollars. And I don't wear cream blush very often. I actually put on cream blush today. I own 2 cream blushes and it's just not my preferred method. I think powder blush is easier for me to use, although I really do like the way this looks today. And I want to use my cream blush more, but for someone who hardly uses cream blush, I don't need to be buying any. And yeah, it's also very hard to use up. And because it's a cream product, it goes bad way faster than powder. So yeah, definitely would not be buying this. Okay, next up, just lip products in general. I don't want to buy any lip products. I have plenty. In 2020, I barely used my lip products. This year, I am using my lip products now because I just decided I'm going to wear lip products under my mask anyway. I really don't care. And I really want to use up the ones I have. But in the last, year and a half, I have found several lip products that expired because most of my lip products were purchased in like 2018 and 2019. So they're getting old. I don't need to buy more. They have this Buxom lip gloss duo for $15. There are always Buxom lip gloss sets and duos. I feel like these are out constantly. You see them spring, summer, fall, holiday. They always have these. This is not my preferred formula, just because it's a bit too tingly for me, but I do like how shiny these are. I have owned several in the past, but lip products in general, I am anti-hauling them for quite some time, and I'm trying to project pan as many lip products as possible. This next item, I will admit, when these came out, I was really tempted, and that is the Rare Beauty Cream Blushes. They're $21. They look beautiful, but again, cream blush. Me and cream blush, I don't use it all the time. When I use it, I like it, but again, They expire quickly. I already have 2 of them that I don't use all that often, so I'm trying really hard not to buy this, but I will say this is one item I was very tempted for, but I'm not going to do it, at least for now. All right, this next one I've been tempted for a while, and that is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. So this one's $125. So because I'm rouge, 20% off would be $25 off. Still $100 though. That's a lot of money. That's something to consider. I mean, even if you're getting 15 or 20% off, think about the remaining amount of money you still have to pay. $100 is still a lot of money. And I own a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I'm actually planning an eyeshadow palette declutter. Hopefully that should be up probably within the next 2 weeks. I've just found some palettes that I don't love, and I already have so many palettes that I do love. I don't think I have enough time to use all the palettes that I own. This one is so beautiful. I've wanted it since it came out. And I think they have it in that pink packaging, but I'm trying really hard to hold off on this one because $100 would still be a lot. This Anastasia Iced Out Highlighter, it's a white yellowish gold highlighter, $34. I don't know. I'm at the point with highlighters where I've just realized a lot of them look the same. I have so many champagne highlighters. I have so many gold highlighters. I have a few pink ones, which obviously that does change it up a little bit. I love a pink highlighter, but yeah. I've discovered my highlighter collection is very redundant and I definitely don't need more. I can technically buy 3 highlighters on my low buy this year, and I have not seen a single highlighter that I'm interested in because I'm sure I have a similar shade. This next item I am definitely anti-hauling because the most of the reviews I've seen on this product are not very good, and that is the Rare Beauty liquid eyeshadow. Now, I wouldn't use a liquid eyeshadow anyway. I am all the way powder eyeshadow person, but yeah, these are $20. From the reviews I saw, people said they were a little sheer and a little hard to blend. Some people did like them, but it seemed to be a very subtle product and it seemed more difficult to work with than a powder eyeshadow, so this is definitely a big no for me. The Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. This is $25, so with a discount you could get a few dollars off, but for me, like I said, I have tons of eyeshadow palettes already, and I have the full-size Love palette, and so the shades are not identical, but there are definitely some similarities, so I think considering I own the full-size Love palette, which is an amazing palette by the way, that one is $65. I mean, personally, I will say the $65 Natasha Denona palettes, I've discovered I really, really love those. The Sunrise, not as much, but the Glam, the Bronze, and the Love have become 3 of my favorite palettes. So if I didn't own those and I had to repurchase them, I would consider getting them on sale because $65 is a lot, but I don't know. I don't tend to reach for mini palettes anyway, so for me, this would be really redundant anyway because I own the full-size Love palette. All right, I have to talk about Becca. So they have a tinted moisturizer that's listed in the news section and it's $30, which I know other people have said this. There's been so many people that have done videos about Becca, and it is a little strange that they released a new product and then shortly afterwards they said that they were shutting down. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I like a lot of products from Becca, but I gotta say, I watched Lauren Mae Beauty's video and her video was really, really good. And she talked about how she really did not recommend that people buy backups or even buy something that you've never bought before from Becca just to try it because they're shutting down. And if it's something like a primer or a foundation or a concealer, which I personally do run out of those things on a regular basis, it would not make any sense for me to buy that because then when I run out, the company doesn't exist anymore. So if I love it, I can't repurchase it. I love their purple primer. I think it's fantastic. And I was actually considering getting it. And then I realized, you know what? Why? There's no point because then I'll run out of it and I won't be able to repurchase it. And there are already amazing primers I like. So personally, I have actually decided against buying anything from Becca. Also on Sephora, their highlighters are almost all sold out right now anyway. But, you know, I do like Champagne Pop and Prismatic Amethyst, but I have them in a full size. Finishing a highlighter would take so long. There's no way I would buy a backup of a highlighter because, trust me, I know how long it takes to pan one. So yeah, for me, that just would not make sense. And I was considering buying a couple of things, but honestly, Lauren Mae Beauty's video really helped me out on that. I think she has really, really good points. So personally, I am not going to be buying from Becca. Okay, this next item I am kind of considering, so I just thought I would mention it. I don't know that I'm going to get it, but it is the Danessa Myricks Hydrating and Highlighting Balm. I would get the clear one. It's $22. I actually think this is an interesting product because it seems unique. And I've wanted to try Danessa Myricks, and this just seems something interesting. It's not like a standard highlighter, it's a cream product, but it's clear. She does have some tinted versions. I would be interested in the clear version, but I just don't know how often I would use it. This is one I'm curious. If you guys have this product, I'm just really curious what you think about it. I actually think this looks kind of unique, would actually add something to my collection, but again, I've got plenty of different highlighters and hydration products and all this kind of stuff, so I don't think I need it, but I will say this is like probably the one thing I'm most strongly considering. I will just mention the only one other thing I was considering was maybe getting another Charlotte Tilbury quad, because I really love that formula. I've really fallen in love with Charlotte Tilbury. I tried her eyeshadows for the first time in 2020, and I gotta say I've fallen in love. So maybe I'd get one of the quads I've been looking at. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't need more eyeshadow, but that's one of the few things I'm actually considering. All right, the next thing I saw was this Marc Jacobs Trio. This is $49. It's a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. It comes in 2 different shade options. These colors look so standard. It's like a pinky blush, a regular bronzer, a champagne highlighter. I'm sure the formula is great because I gotta say, I love the Marc Jacobs bronzers and blush that I have. They're great formula, but $49 for this, I'm sorry, this looks so not interesting or unique at all, you know, but I mean, again, there's so much makeup out there. Obviously, it's incredibly redundant, but this looks like it has beautiful packaging, but the makeup itself seems like something most people already own. Alrighty, and the last thing that I want to anti-haul is skincare that I wouldn't normally buy, like Drunk Elephant. Their retinol is $74. I use Different Gel, and also I love the retinol from The Ordinary and the Inkey List, which are a fraction of what this costs and are highly effective. And yeah, I mean, retinol is a crucial part of my skincare routine, but I have affordable ones that work amazing for me. So $74 is a lot. And the big reason I don't buy the super expensive skincare on sale is because I wouldn't want to repurchase it at full price. Again, the discount, 20% off $74. You're still going to be paying a lot of money for this, and skincare runs out. So I would have to repurchase over and over again. So there are very few high-end skincare products that are holy grail status for me. Most of my holy grails are on the affordable side, like The Ordinary, the Inkey List, CeraVe. Those brands work so well for me, and skincare I run out of, and I'm constantly having to repurchase of it. I don't, you know, have backups or anything. So I would just be very wary about buying skincare that is very, very expensive, because you do have to repurchase it. And again, the discount isn't that huge of a discount. And the last thing that I just kind of want to anti-haul that's kind of related to the skincare, and that is backups. I know that a lot of people do tend to buy backups during the Sephora VIB sale. I personally would be very wary of doing that unless it's something you're going to run out of soon, like within the next month or two. If it's something that you may not run out of for another year, I would just wait, because then you can buy a fresh one. Even if you don't open something and it's sitting there, you know, things can expire. It definitely happens. Things can expire if you have not even used them yet, especially skincare. I want my skincare to be fresh out of the tube when I'm using it. I do not want to buy backups of skincare that I'm not going to use for another year. It's not going to be as effective. And yeah, I would be very wary of buying backups unless it's something you're going to finish soon. The other thing to consider is, let's say I buy a backup of whatever, let's say a highlighter. Let's say I finally finish that highlighter in a year from now and I start using the new one. I may be sick of it at that point, or I may have other highlighters I want to try, or I already own a bunch of highlighters as well from other brands and things like that. So I would be very wary of backups unless it's something you're going to finish up pretty soon and that you'll be using it soon, because yeah, if something is sitting around for a year or more, you know, it's going to go bad. And also, these sales happen multiple times a year. Sephora has multiple sales a year. And like I said, there are often better deals to be had on other websites. And side note, I did just see that the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty got announced. Nothing looked very good. I was actually kind of looking forward to the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I didn't see much that looked interesting to me. If you're interested in an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty anti-haul, please let me know. I am considering doing that. Because yeah, that was kind of a disappointment as well. Alrighty, so bottom line, I may maximum get 1 or 2 things. We'll see. 15 to 20% isn't that great of a discount. I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'm trying not to buy things just because they're on sale. I'm trying not to make impulse purchases. I'm trying not to buy backups of things that I'm not going to be finished with for quite some time. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. Of course, I'm not saying not to buy anything. And like I said, I may buy 1 or 2 things, but just be wary because these sales, honestly, the company is profiting from these sales way more than we are. We're not profiting at all. If we're spending money, we are not profiting. You know, obviously if we're buying something we really want or need, you know, then obviously I think that's great. It's the time to buy it if you were going to buy it anyway. But if I wasn't going to buy something before the sale, then I definitely need to think twice about buying it on sale. So that is it for my Sephora VIB sale anti-haul. If you do want to see similar style videos, check out my makeup and consumerism playlist. Please let us know, are you going to get anything? I'm really curious. So yeah, let us know if there's been something on your wish list that maybe you have wanted to purchase for quite some time. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.